live for a putrefaction video. This is putrefying. Realistically, we got some shadow work to do. So I'm like, something terribly funny came out of me while I was sitting there doing shadow work. Really? Yeah. A couple good things. First off, if you look back at my videos and the type of bullshit that I am dealing with and the level of the yogini level that I am exhibiting, the very Christ light that I am exhibiting to these horrendous people that God just keeps putting in my life. I'm so fucking patient and so understanding. And then when I raise my voice, which I don't, but when I talk direct, it seems so hurtful and mean. But I'm like, dude, on the outside, I'm like, wow, I'm doing so well. Really? Yeah. Considering the fact that I'm Lilith reincarnated, in order to keep up with me, you had to catch what I post in my community page, my latest live video, and anything in my shorts. Dude, I said that they weren't giving me a new manifestation. And then all of a sudden, the magician card pack pops up. Fucking this magical card pops up. And they got me looking at Wolfman again. What the fuck? I know. And then I sleep on it and I come back to it and it's like, you did this again. You pushed me over there again. Oh, he's really just a cataclysm, isn't he, though? Really? Yeah. And so you would have had to catch that whole explanation in my earlier videos about all that bullshit. We're facing mirrors because as soon as I realized that, I'm facing mirrors. So then I posted something about being a demisexual, which I know she's going to jump in and say asexual, and she's going to show me the pretty purple flag and, wave it around and do a whole fairy dance. Thanks for the support. I appreciate you. But not right now. Hold your thoughts until the end. Oh, she has some headphones. She's not going to interrupt. Wonderful. Okay. With that being said, these two, that's not the word I want to say. It's got to be a better word. They have me in a sexual vortex. That's not the word I wanted to say. That's not the word I wanted to say. Realistically, yeah, they're supposed to, between the two power sources, which is one is activity and one is inactivity, it's supposed to be the right balance of activity running through me, the right power source. Realistically, well, this one gets me excited and this one turns me off. Why? I'm not sure, because realistically, the behaviors are quite similar. And not really, because you can see, all right, I don't want to deal with this right now. What are we dealing with? Sexual shadows, anything that has to do with Uncle Nasty. That's where I can't like. Just this nickname for this hot guy that I know. I call him Uncle Nasty because he be flaunting it and shit. He's like doing the most with it. I haven't even explained you to my children. How do you explain this? I don't know. Oh man, I'm stuck in hell. First off, I know which cards to pull. Really, we're facing mirrors. I know where I'm at, and that's where it is. So I was sitting there having all of these arguments with the universe and shit. And I shared the situation with the demisexual. The demisexual means I don't give a shit what you look like. I give a shit what you feel like, meaning the feeling that I have when I'm with you. It becomes emotional. It's an emotional attachment before it becomes physical. Realistically, the downside is friends with benefits. I end up sleeping with my friends. Someone I got close to, I get closer. I have to have a closeness before I even want that. Realistically, nope, I'm not attracted to glitz and glamour. None of that matters, especially if you're fucking shallow. Shallow how? That would be Uncle Nasty over there. Anyways, so yeah. So there's these extremities, and I shared it in my community page, and you can wiki it, of, the behaviors when it comes to being this type. It's like, when it gets there, it's an over-sexuality because it's repressed sexuality, but otherwise it's just an absolute repulse. So as I told you, I was thinking about what I said in the other video. I was like, and then I've got Wolfman over there in a fucking robe rubbing the bed talking about come to my chambers, and I'm freaking out. There's that part of me. Realistically, yes, But you don't have that with each and every one. I don't have those fears of each and every one. And that's because there's already a closeness established. Like, I wanted to sleep with you. Why? Because I liked you enough that I wanted to get close to you. Whereas this one, it's like, I don't even like you. You're not even being likable. And yet he's doing all these things that should be impressive to me. And it's repressive. Like, it's oppressive, realistically. Yeah. So I'm stuck in the shadows looking at myself and how I've treated this man and all his attempts. And then how I'm stuck with this dude and how I'm facing all of them. Because then you look at someone like Ali. Ali is the easiest. And I said that to you this morning, didn't I, my friend? I said, Ali, you were the easiest person to love. He was the easiest. There was like no fear in loving this man other than the fact of a 25-year gap, which is my mouth. Realistically, yes. Ali, the shit I sent to fucking Bobby today in that text message, I would have never sent to you. Because first off, we would have never talked like that. But I would have never had to talk like that to you. And that's what it means. It's like, I gotta fucking, like, why do I gotta be, you're making me be mean. I don't like this. I don't like having to just like be mean to you to get through to you that you're just being a dickhead. And that's where it comes into, and that's where this aggression. I don't have to talk to Lewis like that. I don't have to talk to fucking Marshall like that. I'm not afraid of fucking the shit out of fucking Russ over there. I'll put a flag over his face and do it for my fucking country. I have absolutely no sexual fears of Russ. Just the idea of his hair in my face. If you don't fucking put that man bun up or something. Realistically, he's more of a sex doll. I could do whatever I want to that guy and he would listen. I don't have to worry about him, you know what I mean, being ready or trying to initiate shit. He's waiting. He's waiting to get fucked. Realistically, see, and I can't talk like that to Ali. That is just offensive. Lewis is just sitting there giggling with a heart on. This is what I'm talking about. Like, it's a closeness. It's a fucking training camp. For what? Uncle Nasty's chamber? I suppose. In the essence, he matches my sexuality, but I'm not there yet. And every time he comes out being over sexual, I'm so repulsed. It triggers me, makes me uncomfortable. I'm running around telling everybody he chews on his fucking toenails. Where did you come up with that? I have no idea where it came from, but maybe you really do, or it's just my biggest fear. Maybe I saw somebody do it in my life. I'm not sure. It's hilarious, but it's not. Sorry. That would be your untamed ways, your very childish, immature Lilith ways. I am. You're trying to get Lilith to grow up. I'm doing my best. You can't make me. This is the very essence of what I'm made of. Rebellion. You can't make me. I'm not going to do that. That's me. This is my core foundation. I'm literally... Oh, you can't make me. This is what came out of me. That's hilarious. That was just fucking fuel to the fucking fire. Realistically, yeah. Fucking shit. That's what I said. I said some mean shit. What did I say? Something. I don't know. I say a lot of mean shit. I should take a screenshot of that mean shit. Realistically, I don't need to be saying mean shit, but it's just mean because it's the fucking truth. Realistically, yeah, something to the effect is like, I don't remember. Give me a second. What the fuck did I put into words this time? Something to the effect that when I'm married, that'll be the last, or, you know, when I'm happily married, the only one you have to blame is your fucking self. Realistically, yeah. Like, you are, I mean, seriously. And I had posted that. When I have a man, you're no longer necessary. So in essence, none of them really want me to get a man. But the whole point of having a whole man is a whole man that fills all the areas where I'm not searching outside of this man for men like you to fulfill parts of me. Someone that I can run to and be, you know, cry with. Someone I can run to and be mad with. Someone I can do this and this. That's supposed to be my man. not supposed to have, you know what I mean? All of these stuff, all these open ties because I'm not satisfied. This person should be satisfying. Realistically, yeah. And it's like, whatever. Realistically, I mean, you think, like, you look at the bigger picture. I'm like, I'm dealing with a fucking crazy person and I am doing so well. I rip this guy's head off and I tell him to quit fucking bothering me because I have no future with you and you're just unhealthy. I say it every fucking time he shows up. You're taking advantage of this feeling I have inside of me and you're using it for nothing more than a fucking orgasm. I tell him that. Stay away from me. Right? Then the fucking cards say, hey, go play with fire. So I give him the time of day to talk. He talks about some bullshit, realistically, yeah? And then says that we should meet up and talk. Okay. And I'll get back to you. Okay, cool. Whatever. And I went on about my happy way. And that was 3 fucking days ago. And then he shows up again, like nothing fucking happened. Talking about, you came to me last night. And I'm like, does that mean you were dreaming about me? And this is, I'm being kind. Why am I even talking to you? Because I'm nice enough. Because not talking to you is be like, I'm not even going to answer this stupid message. Realistically, what do you want? Because you're going to keep coming back. And it's like, what did you want? I did the same thing I tell him every fucking time, but he doesn't listen. Like, he doesn't listen. Like, he doesn't listen, dude. Like, I'm dealing with a crazy person. Realistically, I think so. And whatever. I was crazy and I attract crazy motherfuckers like me. But I'm not crazy anymore. And I'm still around crazy motherfuckers, dude. Kanye is fucking crazy. Russ is fucking crazy. Lewis is fucking crazy. You guys are all fucking crazy. You were a level of crazy that I needed to experience to heal in my own crazy life. Congratulations. I thank you for that. You were a teaching to craziness. Now, going back to Uncle Nasty over here. Since the day I met him, it's all been about all that shit. Why? Because in another world, that was me. Using all that sexual force and power and being that dirty, filthy fucking energy. Really? Yeah. Now I'm just fucking repulsed by it. Anyways, a lot of healing to do. Let's pull out the fucking mirrors. And that's really what it is. How did I get there? How can I get there? And so you go back to, why am I so repulsed by you? Trust. Trust. Why did I feel comfortable to have sex with you? Because I felt a certain closeness. And I told you exactly what happened the moment that I felt that. I told you what happened. You were vulnerable and you told me the story about your baby mama before she became your baby mama. Do you want to go back to the moment that I opened up to you? It was the moment you opened up to me. You took me to a bar on 120th. It's now a karaoke bar where I fought my karaoke fears and went to that same bar. You took me there and we sat in a corner and we had fucking some shit, some drinks and some shit. How do you remember it? Because it was important. We talked small talk. I asked you if you've ever had, or your thoughts on children. Obviously, I had children. You did not. You talked about you couldn't have children. I said, well, what about, serious relationships? And you told me about this girl. You told me what happened on the Platte River. You told me that it was a domestic violence, that she got crazy with you in the car. So you stopped the car and you threw her fucking keys and she fucking ran and stopped somebody and jumped in their car. And that was the last time you saw her. You said, I really had something, but I fucked it up. At that moment, I fell in love with you. When she came back and was holding a beautiful little baby that looked just like you, I had no choice but to walk away because of the story you had told me. What story? That he loved her and he fucked it up, acting stupid. And here she comes. And so I walked away. That's it. I wasn't sexually attracted to Marshall, never in my life. until we started doing all this work and I started understanding him emotionally. I understood him. When I started to understand him as a man, I became attracted to the man I was looking at because of the wounds, because of the truth, because of what he had overcome, because he was a real person underneath this image called Eminem. I don't give a fuck about Eminem. I care about Marshall Mathers. I'm in love with Marshall Mathers, an emotional, vulnerable person that nobody sees. I fell in love with Russ because of the same thing. Russ came out and told everybody something. He told everyone he was suffering from mental, illness, and he had to stop his career and he had to take care of himself. The same thing happened to me in my music career. I was just starting it and I became mental. Shall we keep going? Now let's look at this relationship with fucking Wolfman. And these are the shadows, bro. Do you see it? Allie's the only person that ever spoke about how terrible my heart felt. He literally told the story. What if I told you that I loved you? It's too late. You got someone new. He knew what I felt like. He was the only person that I could go there and cry with because he already cried. He cried many tears. Every girl can cry with him about what we've been through. What can I do with you? How can I be emotionally close with you when you have no emotions? I love Ellie. I started this morning with Ellie. I was like, Ellie, you were the easiest one to love. Until it was impossible. Oh, shit. Hold on. My apologies. That's what friends do. Realistically, yeah, my friend was calling, so I just check in with my friend. So we're stuck in the mirrors. I'm stuck in looking at all of these mirrors, and it's whatever it is. Realistically, there's just this sliver of hope that won't go away. Why do you entertain him? Because I just think one day he's going to say the right thing. And it's really, he just says all the wrong things. And what I did say to him is, it's your fault that I have to go looking for a better man. It's your fault you couldn't be a better man. You couldn't be that man. And I have to find something better than you. Really? Ouch, huh? So I'm facing a bunch of freaking shadows, and it didn't really happen it just happened while I was having a fucking cigarette, to be honest. I was listening to some Mozart, and that shit killed me. Really? And then this is what it was, too. And then it was going back to spirituality. It's like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. Bro, I didn't know any of this either. I didn't know any of this. None of this. I had to learn all of this. One card, one stone, one oil, one page at a time. And as I learned it, as I was learning, as I continue to do, I teach everyone the learning experience. And then as we revisit the same shit I've learned or taught, I get stronger in teaching people and we learn new things. This is like a higher education. We're always revisiting stuff. Obviously, I just did a fucking chakra teaching. I teach all the same shit over and over and over and over and over. But we get new teaching. So it's like, don't be incompetent. And that's what I was thinking in my head. There's this argument to be had. It's like, well, I don't know what you're talking about. No, none of us did until we learned. You don't have a learning disability. And if you do, there's a short bus we can send to pick you up. And then I started laughing. And I was like, all right, that's enough. Realistically, yeah. Ignorance is a choice. Instead of sitting there staring at your phone watching a movie, you could read a book. You could, and instead of watching a movie, I mean, what are you watching? What do I watch? I watch documentaries and I watch movies about history. I put in useful information. I don't watch love novels or, you know what I mean, all of that. But if I'm guided to some kind of, fantasy and shit, it's because the divine creator has given people hidden messages in art and creativity of all forms. Realistically, yeah, their imagination isn't much off from another reality they don't know exists. Truthfully, yes, but most of your imaginations are. So going back to it, it's like, what was I talking about? You always hope beyond hope, but then that day will come. Well, I'll stop. I really won't have to hope for you anymore because I got what I wanted. Really? I don't know. I'd be lying if I told you it. Like, he's lying. I'm not. He wants more, but the longer I keep accusing him of it, and the longer he doesn't, and it's like, why wouldn't you talk to Ali like that? First off, the first time I did talk to Ali like that, he put me in my place, and that goes back to bullying. Why do you bully him? Because I can. Russ kept bullying me because I let him, because it worked, right? So it's the opposite. He doesn't say shit about it. It's not like it bothers him. I can say whatever I want to fucking Bobby. He don't care. I've said every kind of hurtful thing there is, and he still fucking comes back. You think he'd get a fucking clue, and that's where it is. It's like, why are you so hurtful for him? Because he's, as I told him, he's wasting his time, not mine. And he's not wasting my time because I learn something new every time I deal with this motherfucker. But in the essence, he's wasting his. You're not getting no pussy out of it. You're not getting anything out of it. You're just over there lying, cheating, and playing around in your own head, trying to escape your fucking day-to-day life. Realistically, yeah. That's what I called him out on his shit. You're not dreaming of having a life with me. That's all you can. You're limited to your sexual desires. You can't even fabricate a new life. You're stuck in your hell. I said that, bro. God put him in a very special place in hell. Realistically, I've never seen such a contract in hell. And only could the goddess of hell herself come to help you, inspire you to break you out. But no, and you'll be left there. You'll be left there, bro. You'll be left there with that fucking hamburger helper, finding a new fucking chick to try to stick your dick in. Watching my fucking channel, wishing and praying. You're fucking screwed, blued, and fucking, might as well be tattooed. Realistically, I mean, seriously, what a waste of an opportunity. It's not my waste. I'd give you the opportunity all the time to fucking change this. Nope, I give you an opportunity to disappoint me. And as I said to him today, go disappoint your wife and children. Stop trying, you know what I mean? Go be a disappointing husband, not a disappointing friend. Not a disappointing, you know what I mean? You're just disappointing to me. Go do that somewhere else. Realistically, yeah, I'm always hopeful. You're going to say something, you're going to do something. He never says nothing, he never does nothing. Realistically, no. It's not that he doesn't love me. That's dumb. That's to say that Ali doesn't love me. That's to say that Russ isn't over there loving me. I fucking love you, Russ, but that does nothing for me. And it's doing nothing for you. Realistically, I mean, what? You're going to write another song to me? Oh, thanks. Love you too, Ali. Write another song. It's doing nothing for your career. Now you take this love that I had for each and every one of you and you look at what I did with it. And that goes back to you, Wolfman. What are you doing with this newfound love for this woman that repulses you? Oh, I bet you're doing great things. Realistically, that's the fucking twin flame. I saw this post. There's a community of these bastards on Facebook. Something. It was like, can we all agree that this twin flame fucking journey is absolute garbage? I was like, aye, Captain. I didn't even want to tell him who I was and that fucking garbage pile of shit. I'm right here suffering with you, twin flames. Right here in the fucking dark night of the soul. Let's see what we're looking at. Ew. Anger and chaos. Am I angry or are you? Probably. My words should have some effect on you, but they seem to have none. Anyways, what is it? Oh, because you're forgetting oneself. Oh, you really want to see me, but you can't, Mr. 17. because you have to fucking live up to this expectation. Go do it. And I'm going to remind you, you chose that. You chose this life of hell. I don't know. Maybe it's wonderful. Maybe you guys sit around all fucking day playing. I don't know what families do. I know when I came in, these fucking kids brought me to my fucking knees. I was on the floor getting molested by my dog. What were they doing? I came in, they were watching Joe Bart, and he was doing this thing about all these weird names, right? He was doing like these people's weird names, and we started laughing about him. I just fell to the ground. He was like, look at this one. His name is Mo Lester. And I was started laughing and I fell to the ground. And then my dog started fucking sniffing my crotch and licking my mouth while I was open. And I was like, I'm getting molested. And it was a big fat family laugh. I don't know which, I mean, my family's fun and exciting. They're great space to be in, realistically. But I don't know. If it's so great, then why are you calling me? I'm not your movie on a sad night. That's pretty funny. I was like, I don't watch pornography. I make pornography. I guess it's worth one more try, huh? You're just going to keep trying. God damn it. I hope you don't end up on like the X list. Really? Yeah, like my ex-husband is like, they're an immediate blockage. Like as soon as, nope, X, block. I'm not there yet, but you're really pushing me. Realistically, yeah. Why don't you get this? He's mental, right? I'm mental for dealing with this. No, I'm stuck in hell, and I'm in love with a mental person. But it's okay because he loved me first when I was mental. Really? Oh man, he's got to be mental to be fucking with me. And I was super mental. Really? Takes one to know one. Fucking Marshall is crazy in love with me because he's crazy, right? Crazy. Write a song about all this. I'm sure you want to. It's going to be a whole great hit. The era of crazy love. All right, moving on. Let's talk about the anger and chaos that we're going through. That is our moon phase, isn't it? No, because it shows the other way. Maybe. Let's find out. Not in Spanish. I forgot. I'm stuck on Mars. What is happening? I'm stuck on Mars. I'm stuck between Scorpio and Aries. Adam and Hades. What the fuck is going on right now? I was about to scream, Scotty, beam me up. What the fuck? Realistically, I got to get this under control. I'm in a mirror of rooms, and it's like, I don't like what I'm looking at here. What am I looking at? Myself and my behaviors with these guys and all of this shit. Doing a serious self-evaluation. Starts with the mirror. I don't really work the mirror magic in the real world. Okay, let's talk about this. Number 29. I can't even see. I'm looking at 23. Revenge. Who wants revenge? You thought he was so cool. Don't you want to give my hand in marriage to Wolfman? Right? You're just giving me away to him. You're just pushing me away. Realistically, no, I don't know. Keeps ending up that way. And again, I don't give a shit until I looked up and realized it was the new moon, and I said I didn't want no new shit, and here comes this new boo. I was like, the only thing that's missing is a partner. And then this fucking card comes in, and I'm like looking at him as a partner, a possible partner. Don't let it go through your head, because then I'll immediately not like you again. Realistically, it does it all the time. My pages are falling out. Really? Yeah, we've done a lot of mirror work. That's actually the page I was looking for. Really? Number 29. That's my mom. She came through today a couple times too. What's going on today? Planetary energy. All right. The moon phase is the waning crescent. Yep. You're angry. I mean, are you angry? I'm angry. I mean, sometimes, obviously not at the moment, but it's angering. This situation is angering. You think, I don't know what you think, bro. Why won't you just submit? You won't give in. And you keep expecting me to give in. And I'm like, I'm not giving in, bro. And I don't know what you're going to do if you're just going to keep doing this. And then I'm going to have Big Dick Davison over here fucking tell you no. Enough. And that's going to be your own fault because you didn't want to give in. Now you don't have a chance. Realistically, I mean, there will be a day that comes. And I bet you he has a big dick. Why? Because it's one of my biggest fears. So, of course, I have to fight this fear. 9 3/4. And the crowd goes wild. I go in all limp. Just like you little guys out there. All right, moving on. I'm just messing with you. You fear it just as much as me. You see that shit on TV more than I ever have. Maybe I've had one. I don't remember. Wasn't that guy. All right, moving on. Visual seed. Lions and sparkles and chains. Is that all going on in there? Yeah, that looks great. And signs and lions all melded together. Geometry, colors like an explosion. Oh, well, we know where we're supposed to be. We're with Metatron. Signs and wonders, and I might as well just pull out the sacred geometry. Try to figure out this math equation that I can't break. How come I can't break this fucking code with you? You know what it is? I'll tell you what it is. I'll tell you what it is. I'll tell you what it is. That's why I wanted to know what he was dreaming about. Motherfucker, you're dreaming. Realistically, we never had a future. We never had a past. We never had a timeline. I have plenty of timelines with Marshall. We could have a new one. They always work out great for us. I have had a timeline with Hades. I have had a timeline with Lucifer. I have had a timeline with all of you. I haven't had a timeline with him. No, I've just loved him since the beginning of time. Really? Yeah, that's all. Just carried that love throughout time. I never was with that man. I did not have sex with that man. Realistically, that's what my curse is. I should have just given in and loved that man. Well, so that's what I do every time. I do it. That's what I'm supposed to do. This is my curse in hell. Just love him. I can't not love him. That's what got me in trouble. I just have to love him. What happens? You don't want to give into the love. Okay. So then what? He makes me take all this love and they redirect it. Did you see what happened? It went from him to Wolfman. In the middle of me going all crazy about him and letting it go, they're like, now look at this guy. Oh, wow. And then I remembered I saw you in your robe again, and I was like, uh-oh. Did you get a pedicure? Who is this? Oh, damn, I can't do it this time. Sorry. I can't do it. Realistically, yeah, I told her I was doing shadow work and crying. I can't break twice. Really? Yeah. I'll talk to you in a minute. Let's at least get through the cards. So going back to this, where we're supposed to be, the sentence. I've got to break free. I want to be free. Do you want to, Bobby? The only one holding you back is you. And it's realistic. Everything is telling you to do something about it. And if you don't, you're going to lose me. Really? Yeah, that guy is so trying to get me. So is B. Hold on a second. Sorry. She's all, dang. I was like, I'm in the middle of a live video. She's like, you're laughing your ass off. Is it that good? I was like, yeah, I'm at a great point with this guy right now. Realistically, he knows what he wants, and I know what he wants, and the whole internet knows what he wants, but he can't do what it takes. That's not my problem. He can't just look his wife in the face and tell her the truth. The truth shall set you free. Realistically, I mean, nope. That's what happened. He'd rather lie. And he couldn't come up with a lie for Friday night. And that's what I sat there. I was like, I wonder what kind of lie he's going to come up with to come sneak out and meet me. He's not going to tell her the truth. And that's exactly what Morgan said. Said he just couldn't come up with a lie, I bet. That's all it takes is a lie, right? I don't want to live on a lie. I want to live on the truth. And if you said it once, you wouldn't have to say it again. And you wouldn't have to lie anymore. And you could see me anytime you wanted. But that's your problem, not mine, because you're forgetting yourself. You'd rather sacrifice yourself, as you always fucking tell me. And that's why I threw it against you. Stay there, because that's what makes the kids happy, right? No, that's not what I told him last time. I was like, you're delusional. There's kids that live different ways that are happy. Your kids, that's not the only way your kids can be happy is living in that house. There's other ways for them to be happy. You're stupid. Realistically, it's all excuses. Really, because, I mean, even going back to Marshall or Russ, I'm going to have to, he knows all his secrets. He doesn't know I know all his secrets. And even his secrets are even more secretive than I know. But even that, I can see most of them on the surface. He has to give up a lot of fucking shit to fuck with me. He's got a lot of, you know what I mean? Russ, all of them. You guys have some really nasty, dirty patterns that you would have to. You couldn't let that shit pop up on your phone next to me. You couldn't let those, and that's it. You couldn't treat me like you're treating them. And that's not a bad thing. And that goes back to Allie. I wouldn't treat Allie like I'm treating you, but I would never have to. If I'm not enough that you need all of that still, then stay in all of that. If that gives you happiness, then stay in it. Don't try to have me in your unhappiness or part of your happiness if you want to appear to be so. But he's made it clear he's not happy. Then do something about it. I've given you all the tools and all the support, and I stand behind you with God and belief, and yet you don't want to take the jump. And that goes back to fucking Russ. Russ, leave the family. Ditch it. Come hang out. Come on, Russ. I'm right here, Russ. Despite everything he was doing, oh my God, he was so embarrassing me. And God would send me in his DMs. He was all alone in fucking, I don't know, Shanghai, Singapore, some shit. He was in some fucking high rise, living the, you know, and all of these things. And I'm sending him fucking, God says to show him some love. And then right after I see Jonica's on a plane to go to him. Like, like that wasn't even pretty, you know what I mean? Like obvious. And that's where it is. It's like I would show him love and then he'd act like he didn't want it and he can get it anywhere and that he didn't need it. Well, then why is God calling me to give it to you? Why are you acting like you don't want to be with me? Because you're afraid of what it takes to be with me. Really? What does it really take? You just got to be a better version, which means a lot of work on your side because you realize you're a piece of poopy. Same with me. And I woke up like that. Really? I woke up wanting to pursue Bobby, but realizing I was very mentally ill. I wanted to pursue a lot of things, but I realized I had a lot of I was mentally ill and I had to stop and take care of this because it was going to leak out in all areas of my life. And I had this mentally ill perception that if I took care of my mental illness, I would be accepting and worthy and would be able to figure this out where we could be together. No way. He is too mentally ill to be together. It wasn't my mental illness, despite the very severity of it. We had some crazy sex, right? That's what that was. What brings you guys together? Crazy sex. Is it from him? Not from what I've experienced. I'm the crazy one. Haven't you seen? Everybody wants crazy sex. Whatever. It's not funny. And that's where it is. It's like, how can you be so overly sexual and yet so fucking celibate? Sexual trauma plays into that. Power, control, a lot of shadows. And when all of that comes into play and I look at Uncle Nasty over there, I'm like terrified. Realistically, I lose all my power looking at that guy. I become powerless. Why? I don't know. Have you seen him naked? There's a picture on his Instagram that'll do it for you. That's why I don't fuck with Lewis. I do not fuck with Lewis's Instagram. He'll be over there looking extra sexy. Don't have those thoughts. Realistically, no, I would enjoy, probably. It's not repulse. Why? Because I don't know. And that goes back to the power and control. I don't fear them sexually. No? Why? Because I'm in power. I have the power and I have the control, obviously. That's why I'm always joking at Lewis. Call me a bitch. But at the same time, it's very nice on most layers. But then I think about all the conflict that I'm in and I'm like, damn, these guys aren't going to be there. I'm going to get us both in trouble. Really? They're going to get shot, not knowing how to, run in the crowd. I love them so much. They're so soft and squishy, and I protect them from pretty much me. I mean, there's nothing else out. I tried to protect Lewis from the dark, but they came and got his light. I couldn't do anything about it. Moving on. Going dark. Anger is not the road to clarity. It's not controlled effort or a cold dish. It's raw, primal, explosive. Hey, don't blow up at your wife because you can't fuck me. That's not nice. It is the loss of reason, the loss of restraint, a bomb burning. See something like that. I'm such a good girl, aren't I? I'm going to be so good at being bad. I don't know. God made me this way. He likes me. I've been questioning my own self sometimes. Like, damn, how do you get away with such shit? Because it's just true. I don't mean to be mean. It's just what my words feel like. They feel very mean. All right, moving on. I mean no harm. Unless I really don't. I'm not harmful. Just my words are. It's not a controlled effort or cold dish. It's raw, primal, explosive. It's the loss of reason, the loss of restraint. A bomb burning bright in a brick color or in a black color. A wax sealed, careful, what? A wax seal, carefully crafted to be immediately broken. But anger is also freedom. How can you break a single thread woven with a million others? How can you unfeeder yourself? I'm seeing Bruce Lee. Hold on, Bruce. Bruce, hold on. Oh, he's not going to let me. I got to stop right there. When he had to channel, and I'm seeing Kobe standing. You guys are great. They channeled their anger. Marshall channels his anger. We channel our anger. You have to dig deep into the fact that you're even angry. You have to get angry. What do they do with these football players, these basketball players, these elites? What do you do before you get these warriors to go to war, before you jump out of a helicopter, before you shoot the enemy? You get them angry. Angry, bro. Angry. Where's your balls, Allie? Get angry. Get angry. Lewis isn't angry. You have to have that. But understand that's that Mars energy, bro. That's that fire of the masculinity, and then you use it. It's just a ball of fire. It'll burn you to death if you can't put it in your hand. That anger will eat you up. And what we do is we channel it. I channel it into positivity and creativity in most places, but we put it somewhere. You got to put it somewhere. And it lives within all of us. It's a natural force. Denying your anger is like denying your pain or denying your love or denying your passion. These are real things that run throughout us. And that's what I called him out. You ain't got no fucking love. You ain't got none of this. There's none of this brewing inside of you. No thoughts, no feelings, no passions. You don't want to take action. You don't want to do anything. You're non-human. There's nothing inside of you that wants to break free, to be free. And then you see they don't. It's like I'm standing on top of, you know what I mean, the pyramids, trying to rally the slaves to fucking walk away from this. And they look at me like, and they just go back to work. All right. And that's me. I tried to start a revolution, but apparently I didn't pass out any flyers. The only one that showed up was Russ and his mother, and I can't stand that bitch. And the crowd goes wild. That was for you, Stan Lee. All right, going back to Bruce. Bruce. He wasn't an angry man, but he had to pull that force of anger. It's an anger. It's a force. It's called anger. It's fueled by fire. He would close his eyes and he'd pull his fire and he would put his force into whatever he was, you know what I mean? And that was the Mamba. He would close his eyes and he would put on this identity. He was put on this force. And that's Kobe. He cleaned the fucking dude. That was it. He was a monster. He was a beast. It would appear as though he was angry, but he had held all that anger about everything else and put it there. What does Bobby do? He wants to put it in my vagina.
What?
Did you have to say that?
We have to be so serious about what they're doing here. What are you doing with these girls, Wolfman? You got so much built up energy, so much frustration, so much this, so much that. Where are you putting it? Spread your legs, baby. Really? Yeah. You want to talk about energy? If you're not, then where are you putting it? Where are you putting this energy? Where are you putting your anger? Don't tell me you're not angry about no shit. Where are you putting it? Marshall is famous for putting it into words. He's just mad. He's just been mad his whole life. Well, one day a girl came by and said, "Hey, bro, you're not mad. You're sad." And everything changed. So every time he gets mad, he realizes that he hears my voice. I'm not mad. I'm sad. Every time I get fucking mad, I'm out here looking sad. Oh, fuck your fucking world up. Quit playing around with me. Realistically, yeah. And I had to learn all these in hard trials and tribulations. And I'm like, I've learned my lesson with you. Are you going to learn your lesson? Or you're just prepping me. You're just pushing me into this guy's chamber. You're walking me in. You're going to like literally hand me off. Is this a handoff? Is this like I'm stuck on Mars. Realistically, they're both ruled by it. How is this when we're in Venus energy? And I thought about that earlier. Every time that planet is in the sky, I'm going to hurt. I got to fix. This is unbearable. realistically, put me to death every time that planet. It's like almost running from the sun as a vampire. Every time Venus, because every Friday is her day, so that fucks me up. And every time, really, should be, dude. We need to stop all this. What is the problem here? Like, I feel like I have a problem with a planet, a whole planetary placement in my life. Really? Hey, you know what's funny? I'm pretty sure that my Scorpio placement is in Libra. I don't know for sure. Let's go on to this in your anger issues. Don't take your anger out on people. Find a way to pause it. Just like I told Marshall, understand first off, you're hurt. Why are you hurt? Because of this. We'll get to that. How can you unfeeder yourself from a bad situation, letting all the rest unchanged? And that's it. How are you supposed to have a good time with nothing? That's what he thinks. He thinks he can keep his life the way it is and have me too. How can you unfeeder yourself from a bad situation, letting all the rest unchanged? It doesn't work like that. When you need to break free, you need to shake and shout, and more things will be broken than just what you want to hurt. They are like a bundle. You can target, but you cannot choose. Break many to break one. Save one to save many. And that's what he saw. And I didn't see exactly what would happen if he did it. But that's where he has to depend on these people and their personalities. And if not, and that's where I came through. Captain Save-A-Ho. Realistically, I was there to support him through it. If you do this and he goes to court, I'll be there with you with all my magic and the power of God, and you'll make sure that you walk away with your kids. But are you going to be a better man for me than you ever were for any of these people if I'm sitting there in that home raising your kids? And that's where the fucking conversation went real stale. Really? I'm willing to be what you need me to be as long as you're willing to give me what I'm willing to what I want. And what is it that I want from him? I told him. Closeness. It's all I ever wanted from any of them. I don't fully know what that means. It doesn't mean sit up underneath me all day, because already I have fears of that. It just means closeness. And they call that kind of closeness a marriage. You're only that close to someone you've committed your life to. You don't give that kind of closeness to just anyone. That's it. Where you know what I mean? And also that is like, you can satisfy all areas of my life. I shouldn't have to run to another man for anything else. I shouldn't have to run to my girls. I can have girls, but I shouldn't have to depend on them for anything. That's not how. I'm from a different time. I'm from the beginning of time. I know this is so not this time. But that's what causes all these problems, don't you see? You bring all these people into your problems instead of taking them to God, you know what I mean? Taking them to your lover, and you guys taking it to God. You can't solve my problems, and I can't solve all of yours, but together with us and with God, it can be solved. But me going out, I'm having, a disagreement with you, and go tell everyone about our disagreement instead of telling you and taking this to God, then who's going to solve our problems? They know how to deal with it. They're in great relationships. No, they're getting into our problems. I'm letting them in by telling them, what's going on with our life. And that's any part of my fucking life. Going and running and telling my family what's going on with my husband or my wife. That's none of their business, because now they think that they're entitled to a fucking opinion because you let them in. In the old days, that's not how it was, and that's what it said in the Bible. A man should leave his family to be with his wife and create a new family. And that's where it is. But, back then we didn't have a choice, and I still don't. Fucking God. We don't choose who we fall in love with. If you really thought about it, you're just trying to find someone to love. Someone that's better. You really loved the last person and it didn't work, so you got your heart broken. So you want to find someone better than the last person or never get your heart broken again. But you didn't choose to love that person. They just came along, just like how I fall in love. And there was something. There was a friendship. There was a closeness between you and a stranger, that you felt closer with them than you ever felt with anyone else. And you tried to get as close as you could. If it didn't work, then there obviously was a blockage where they couldn't get close enough to you and you couldn't get close enough to them. Oh, well. Really? Yeah. As far as your anger, it's real. I used to be mad that I was angry about everything. When I first woke up, I was just so angry. I didn't realize even why I was angry, though. I just knew I was a very angry person. A bitch. A bitch. I was just a bitch, bro. Angry. You know what I mean? And then I realized, as I started working on it, I was like, why am I so angry? I realized I wasn't. I was really hurt by shit. And it looked like I was angry. Nobody could have possibly known I was hurt because even I didn't know it. And then some of you have the opposite, where you don't even realize you're angry. You're just hurt. You haven't even got to that place of anger, which is the fact that, you know what I mean? The injustice of the whole thing. You're just hurt by what happened. You're not even angered by it. You're just devastated by it. Oh, it might be all right. But the anger is not a bad thing. Realistically, no. When I get angry, I get really productive. I can get a lot of shit done. Realistically, every time you get under my nerves, dude, I get a lot of shit done. You won't hear from me for like 2 hours because I got all this energy and I'm putting it to work. I'll be fucking. Oh God, I love B. We're making jokes about how much we hate fucking doing laundry. She said some shit. She said some shit. I don't remember, but I told her, I was like, dude, I will go cut the grass with a pair of scissors right now before I do fucking laundry. Realistically, some shit we don't want to do. She was like me, a hustler like me. She's like, dude, we just used to go get new clothes, dude. We just would buy new clothes. We never fucking wash clothes. I was like, that's what happened, dude. I was spoiled like that when I was a teenager. We would just go get new fits. I never did laundry. I can't stand it. Now I look up and there's just all these clothes and I got to do something about it. I'd rather just go get a new fit. It's just how I lived. I don't give a shit. Spoiled. Realistically, yeah, we have some bad patterns. We're not perfect wives. And don't ask me to iron. That comes from days of fucking slave work. Fucking Ben Davis's fucking khakis. Fucking putting creases in Cholo's pants. Please don't make me iron. And if you pull out the starch, I'm going to fucking run. Who does that? Chicanos, bro. Chicanos. You never ever seen in those videos how they have these unbelievable creases down their pants? You never seen it? Oh man, you gotta watch American Me, bro. Vatos locos forever, essay. For real? Yeah, they're known for it. These fucking things, bro. And that's what it is. You don't even know the fucking preciseness of it. They wear a fucking size that's too big for them in order to create this. So like, take for example, at the time we're 15, 16. I think he's probably like a size 28, 30 in the waist. He's wearing 38s. You're like, that's too big. Exactly. They fold them over in a specific way. Watch the videos, guys. Look at the pants. This is so fucking I'm like, dude, I'm going to cringe. Realistically, I learned this. I'm watching them do this shit as a teenager. I'm watching them. All these men do this, and they do it. They're listening to oldies in a white t-shirt, and they're just ironing with the joint hanging out their mouth like women, ironing, bro, and starching and ironing and starching and ironing. So when Lewis comes out and says he likes to iron, I'm like, oh God, you're triggering me. You're triggering me. Really? Yeah. So they fold the pants over about 2 inches or 4 or however big them motherfuckers were. They fold them over and they iron them and they crease them perfect. And they have to, dude, starch makes them like there's jokes about it. These pants can stand up on their own, bro. Really? Sorry, I don't know where that came from. I'm being triggered by the past. I'm angry about it, or I should be. When I'm angry, and I'm okay that I'm angry because you're angering me. I know my anger comes from a real place. I don't just be walking around anger. And then sometimes I'd be like, you're right. I fuck them. Yeah, fuck them. And that's where I woke up, sent him some fuck you messages. You know what? Fuck you. And fuck you. And fuck you. And no, I'm not going to fuck you. And you're like, how can you deal with, I don't know. I've been dealing with my ex-husband like this for 10 years where it's like, there's nothing I can say or do that stops these dudes, dude. I should probably stop sleeping with people if this is the effect. Realistically, I mean, what else can I blame it on? I didn't do anything else to that guy. I just fucked him. I tried to offer him more, but he doesn't want no more. And now he's just crazy over that. He's got a crazy addiction. I don't think it has to do with me. I think think he has a sex addiction already, obviously. And it's overstimulated. Moving on, and he needs something as stimulating as me. There's nothing better. All right, here we go with the waxing Gibson, a stage of denial. We have it in the light and the dark. It's whatever way you want it, however you want it. This is really the truth. Really, this was me. I was denying myself that I even wanted you. And then I worked hard to get you, and then I got you. And then I got what? Disappointed. I would have. I don't. I'm not chasing you because I already got what I wanted, which was an experience. I wanted to experience more, but I've learned time and time and time and time again that I can't experience anything more than that. Because that experience leads to disappointment, I don't want to re experience it. I don't want to keep getting disappointed. It's not the sex, it's what comes after. We could have had many more times, but it always ends the same. You got to go home. That's the part I don't want to deal with anymore. The silence, the ghosting, you know what I mean, all that. And I'm allowed to say that, and you can just be mad about that and find someone else to ghost. Ghostbuster. I'm so fucking creative in my anger. And that's what it is are you anger? I mean, sometimes I've heard about it, but then I just have too much understanding. It's like, how can you be so forgiving? I have too much understanding. It doesn't really bother me. Like the shit you do and say will kind of like, I'm like, ugh, that was ugly. But then I'll be like, oh, well, they're coming from a hurt place. Wow, wow. Really? I mean, after that, people's bullshit really just slides off the feathers on that one. Sliding down the wall. Realistically, yeah. Down my thigh. That was a dirty one. Always room for a dirty joke. All right, let's see. The time is internal present, non-fleeting but locked. No progress is no regress either. Yeah, that's him. No news is good news. He just lives his life. What a dumb life. Don't you want to quit your job and have an adventure? No, I just want to have some good sex on the weekends. Get away from me. I want a life, not a fucking orgasm. I mean, I want orgasms too, and that's where Wolfman is. He's like, that. Can you give me a life or just an orgasm? At this point, I guess I'm gonna have to go for the orgasm because he won't even give me that. He doesn't have the time. Realistically, I'm serious. It takes time. I take time. That's funny, and it's very true too. Realistically, I'm not an easy fuck. You are though. I'm sitting there looking like, all blue balled. I don't even have balls. Anyways, a naked young man. Oh, that's what I need. A young priest. I can make a man out of Allie. I know he's full of fucking sperm. He's never been touched before. Not by a woman. Really, it's the stuff that cougars are made of. But we're going to try to tame that horse. All right, a naked young man whose curly brown... Hey, curly. Curly brown hair is intertwined by a golden laurel crown. Oh, this is that funny one. Half of a golden mask. Am I really? Yeah, it's this guy. This is funny. This is so funny that we pulled this card. This is so you, dude. This is both of you. I'm gonna die. All right. Half of the golden mask protects his eyes while the sky around him breaks. Rippled to take the shape of a mistletoe branch. Sentence. Eating the lotus flower, numbing our identity to go to the sound of music that was never ours. Ooh. Going dark. A modern Adonis, an ancient Hermes, a grown-up Cupid shrined by laurel, myrrh, and lotus. He is the welcoming allure of the present moment, the warm embrace which numbs everything else. Like Bach's wet kiss, if you let go of the present and of the pain, if you let go enough of your identity and the context you live in, then you will just feel better. And that's it. He just wants a quick fix. To have that makes him feel better. He has something to think about, something to dream about, something to hold on to while he's digging ditches and fucking sitting in front of the TV eating fucking whatever they do. I don't know what they do or don't do. I have no idea what they do or don't do, and I don't want to. I don't want to be doing what you're doing. Realistically, I don't know what they do. Something simplistic. He said to me, well, I got to wait till after the kids get off and then I'll send you a text. I don't know what that means for his family. What do you do after your kids get out of school? What does the family do? So with all courtesy, I never heard from him. And I was like, well, they had a family night. And I respect that, all forgiving. Then you come back at me, I'm like, all right, well, you wasted my time, and that's just confirmation. You should be with your family and stop leaving me alone. You're not going to give me a family. Stay with your family. And that's what I'm always telling him. It's like, if this is what you want, then put it into that and quit playing around with me. Really? Yeah, he's just playing around. And that's the truth, is he wants both worlds. He wants me and his family. Why? Because he doesn't want to lose anything. He doesn't want to lose me. And that's why he was in my DMs, dude. He saw those messages. He knew I was there. Love was in the air, and he's a cock blocker. Really? Yeah, he's just a cock blocker. I learned that later, that these fucking Scorpios are obsessive. He's watching. It is what happens when you fall asleep and when you take the refuge in the arms of a loved one, or when you watch a movie slumped ungraciously on a comfy couch. Wolfman knows what it's like, because he'll take girls into his chambers all the time and it feels real good, but when he wakes up, he wants them gone. He doesn't want them for long. He just wants them for that moment. It's just a moment to make him feel good. He doesn't want anything more with this girl. He just wanted that girl to give him that moment, that temporary love, same as you do, in the form of an orgasm. And that's what I told him on the phone. I learned through you something that I never learned in this lifetime, that human beings experience love through sex. I was sexually traumatized my whole life, and I blacked it all out. The very essence of having sex, I just black out. I realized through you that that's a form of love. Ta-da! And so what does that mean? I'm supposed to just keep loving you in this way? I want more love. That's all I learned. That's all I was supposed to learn. Something I had never learned before. I'd never experienced love through sex. Never? Nope. Never. And that's why that was the thing. Is there anything else to be taught? And that's what I mean. Can you show me any other kind of love? No. Well, that's not enough. And that's the sad part. That's the only love he has to give. And that's what I told him. There's nothing with you past the bedroom. And as much as I said that to him, is that the truth with you, Wolfman? There's nothing more than a one-night stand with you? I can only sleep with you? I can't have a future with you? I can't have a family? I can't build a community, a career, anything with you? I can only have a good time with you, explore my sexuality? But if we're not having sex, then I don't get love. That's the only way I can feel love with you, is if we're having sex. That goes back to my sexual trauma, guys. Why do you think I was having sex? Because they had manipulated me to tell me that same shit. Oh, if you love me, you do this. Thought that was a lie. Then I realized that you can feel love in doing those things. And that's why they wanted me to do it. They felt like I loved them by doing such horrible things. If they could get me to do it, they felt love. They felt like someone loved them, like they were powerful. And they got a quick orgasm, whatever that felt like for them. I'm still waiting for that moment. You do all this work for that? I mean, better that I've never had it if I'm going to end up like you guys chasing it like that. Sometimes, however, it asks for more. It takes out more of you, more of yourself to be forgotten, to just feel a little better. And maybe the twisted idea, if you forget everything, then you will actually really feel better. Forgetting everything, letting everything go, not just a moment of rest, but a jump into the dark. It's like vertigo. You stand on the edge of the precipice, and a little part of you wants to jump, but just in a moment of rest, a moment of pause, a moment of uncreative selfishness. So what? Let it be, and sleep soundly. In that moment, that's just like us too, is like we would just want to run away from everything. We talked about that earlier with Morgan and her drugs. He does drugs too, and alcohol, and sex and everything. He's doing anything to get out of the life he has. He's always looking for that type of shit. I have no idea what kind of fucking lie he would have had to come up with to sneak out. And just like that, you kind of wonder, it's like, what kind of woman just lets her man just take off on Friday nights or just go out at night like that? Does she really trust him and he's really that good that she doesn't know? Or she doesn't care and she has her own man to spend her time with when he's gone? Are they both living an enormous lie? And is the love he give her enough? And what does that say about her when he has no love to give? I don't know anything about it. I was just trying to understand my own freaking feelings and I got caught in it. I mean, it's obvious. And again, it's like I'm not going to fight for someone that doesn't fight for themselves. I love you. I would have been with you if you would have been a good man, but you don't want to be a good man, so we can't be together. And it's no different to you than all the rest of the twin flames before you. If Marshall didn't step up, I had to step away. Realistically, yeah. And I just kept him as a friend. I realized, fuck it. I didn't actually even push him. I just stepped back, stopped trying. Really? Yeah. For all obvious reasons. I didn't think he had it in him to begin with, and I was just barking up the wrong tree. Could have been a gay guy easy just as well. Seriously. I mean, no. You can't push them. You can't love them into loving you. Not anyone. If they're not open to this, they're like, you're too much. It's just, I've seen it. I've sat here and seen what it's done to them where they're like literally repulsed. Ugh. If that's how you feel, if you feel the same way I'm looking at Uncle Nasty over here. As I was about to say something, it's like you remind me of my trauma. But that's what they all do, right? Really? Yeah. I don't know. I'm just like seeing this. It's like a lot right there. Because, it's all about sexuality with Bobby. But in the essence, if I get over this, it's just a next level of exploring the sexuality and taking it to the next level. But then there's this unbelievable devil standing in front of me that just wants to fucking fuck the shit out of me. Always from left. Show me what a real man has. And I'm like, that's not what I'm trying to experience here. But if you listen to the words, it's like he's literally thinking that's what it is. And it's like, oh, I might be sending out mixed signals. I'm getting myself in trouble here. Realistically, I mean, I want more than sex. And the very thought of even having sex with you would have to be a possibility of more. I wouldn't even consider having sex with you unless I saw a future with you. And that's how it's always been. If I didn't see you, you know what I mean? Something real in you, then I would never even see you. The more that Russ tried to, whatever, I guess he tried to become what Jonica wanted or think or something. I don't know. He became something I just totally didn't like. And everybody saw him become this pompous asshole. And we watched you do the same thing, Wolfman. We can look at your old videos till now. And what the fuck happened to you? You literally were just an adventurous guy out there until the dark night of the soul hit you. And you showed all your shadows and all kinds of weird shit. And you're the same thing. You're just out there wandering, looking for an adventure, going to fucking clubs, doing drugs, fucking women. Must be lonely. I don't know. I don't look for love in that way. I have plenty. I have plenty to give, so I'm not looking for it. I'm looking for someone to love for the rest of my life. You guys are looking for someone to love on you in weird ways. Like when I ask you what you're looking for, you're like, I want a man to take care of me. I mean, I guess technically that's love, but you're talking financial, or what are you talking about? Wants. I don't know. We're right back where we started, but I was like, ew, really? I mean, God wants me to face this guy with positivity and opportunity, and I have nothing but my fears and experiences holding me back. Where the fuck did I put those cards? Really? Yeah, and somehow, even though I'm not making him a priority, it's like the universe still pushes me to face him. In the middle of facing Bobby, I had to take this experience to look at what it's built me for and what it's building me to. And that's what I said. You're literally pushing me into his chambers. You've been doing this. He always pushes me away and I end up with someone else. I was like, one day I'm really going to be married and you're never going to have access to me again. Lucky for you, it hasn't worked out yet, but that doesn't mean it won't. Realistically, I'm just saying. That's something he'll have to face. He thinks that it won't happen. I don't know what you're thinking. It's the only thing that is guaranteed in this life. That I end up freaking married and having another boy and another girl. Really? Yes. That goes back to the generational curse. I am part of a family of 6, 3 boys, 3 girls. My mother is a family of 6, 3 boys, 3 girls. My brother had his fucking 6. It's the 666. Realistically, yep, it's contract. Made in hell. Realistically, no. But that's really what it is. And if you're not that man that doesn't see yourself having children and you can't see yourself as a father of a daughter, like Wolfman had that morning, one morning he just woke up and saw himself as a father of a daughter. If that's not you, that's not you. Bobby runs around telling me he can't have kids. You're not that guy. Why are you running around in my DMs? Or I just wanted to offer you some dick. Okay, but how come every time I ask for it, you're not available? Again, anybody? If I wanted it, why can't I have it? Yeah, that's not what you're offering. You're just playing games. You're annoying me. Realistically, I'm being nice. Don't you think I'm being nice? I think I'm being nice. As nice as I could possibly be. Realistically, yeah. What do you want me to look at, God? What time is it? No, it's time to go. 111. 111:01. It's time to go. Hey, what's in the comments? Some. You understand that, right? Let's see. Oh shit, there's a lot of you. All right. Loving guidance. 1/1/2004. Let me stare at that for a minute. Why? Because it's numbers and it's dates and it could take us back. Where were we in 2004? I don't know. It's an interesting concept, right? I have a terrible memory. Let me try to think. 99. I have to do these math to try to figure it all out. Okay, my son was born in 99. And then, no, my daughter, okay. And then Mary was born in 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003. Oh, shit. I don't know. I could have been in Miami in that time. Really? True story. All right. What's coming towards me? New subscription, date of birth. Oh, geez. You want me to do fucking readings like this? Hey, guys, I don't do readings like this. What's coming toward? I don't really sink into people's energy like that. Hold on. Nobody's ever asked me to do that. Give me a second. What do you want me to tell them, God? I swear to God, he's saying new love. That's all I heard. New love. That's the only word that popped in my head when I said, I was like, at this moment I asked, they're asking me for an answer. Can you give me an answer to give to them? All I heard was new love. Is that something you want? I don't know. To the person that answered that, that's what God said. I didn't have an answer. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. People agree with me. What was the person that I had? That I have so many emotions, but I seem that every time I speak my emotions, some people take it in the wrong way. Emotions aren't, when you try to put your emotions into words, they're not received well because people don't understand emotions. Your emotions could be very intense and they've never experienced it. So when you try to put it in words, it sounds like gibberish. When I tried to express my love, it sounded like some weird fucking, it sounded cringe. When I was trying to tell, oh God, here we are in more sex. When I was trying to tell fucking tree, oh God, I'm so embarrassed. I said something to the effect is like, I don't want to see what you're going to do to my body. I want to make love to your body. Okay, I didn't know how to say my emotions. I was trying to say my feelings, what I wanted to, how I felt and what I was thinking. And when I tried to put that into words, it sounded fucking cringe. And I didn't, and the other person, that's scary to them. No man has ever been told that. So it's not always going to be received well, but at least you spoke from your heart and it had a language that nobody's ever heard before, which was truth. And the only reason it's cringe is because it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable when the heart speaks. It speaks so loudly like I do. I speak from my heart, so it's just very unpredictable and it's loud and it's not always received well, but it's authentic. And they might take offense to it, depending on which emotions you're expressing. But you cannot deny your emotions. And if they have a voice, you have to let them be heard, because that's what makes great music, great art, great poetry, great stories, great movies, great lives. Emotional freedom. You know what I mean? The freedom to express yourself through your emotions freely without repressing them. The ability to tell somebody that you fucking love them without being scared, and then really trying to figure out a way to tell them the little things about them and how much you want to love them. I want to take baths with you. And I want to make you late to work because I'm giving you blowjobs. And I want to pack you lunches. And I want to sit there under the stars with you. Those things, saying those things, that's what my heart truly wants. But when you say that, it sounds cringe, sounds uncomfortable. And especially if you're a woman talking to a man, or even if it's a man pouring his heart out to a woman, it's things that are not usually said. So it's foreign. And at first it's shocking because we don't know how to respond to such beauty. But it's beautiful. It's funny. I have said the most unbelievable things from my heart, and I'm looking back like, oh God, I'm going to cry. But it was my heart. It was a child speaking freely through my mouth, an open heart. It speaks the most crazy things, and it's not always accepted well, but it's beautiful to see it has a voice and the things that come out of it. Don't never stop sharing your emotions, even if they can't accept them. Maybe not give it to the people that make you feel bad for it, but don't let anyone make you feel bad for having a voice. Nobody, most people don't even have any emotional depth, let alone the ability to put it into words. And that's what I always tell everyone here. I can't tell you what it is. I can tell you what it feels like, but trying to put it into words is even twice as hard because there has never been words for what this is. And the describing of it is where the words come from. I was like, he's a whole bimbo. And then they're like, we've heard this word before. She's like, I was watching your himbo. I was like, I didn't say that. And I turned to Millie. I was like, she liked your word better. Your word sticks better. Probably because it came first. I never heard that word. I thought I had made up my own word. I'm sticking to my own word. He's a bimbo. Can I point out that I used to live in Commerce City right next to the bimbo fucking factory? I love the smell of bread. It smells like toast all the time. Really? Better than the fucking fucking Purina factory smelling like dog food in Denver. We used to have a Keebler factory, and it smelled like cookies. Really? Yeah. The worst smell I've ever smelled is a fucking paper factory. They have those in Oklahoma. Oh God, it's terrible. It's worse than any fucking. I mean, the chicken factories smell pretty bad too. The paper factories, the paper mills, that's a disgusting smell. Really? Oh, it smells like guts and gizzards. It's terrible. You wake up in the morning and it's in your coffee. It's like, oh, dude, I'm like breathing this in while I'm having a cigarette. I can smell the paper mill. Did you know that smell is 80% taste? You taste it and then you smell. You taste it before you smell it. So when you smell that person's fart, just know that you had a big bite of it before you smelt it. I'm going to leave on that note. I'm full of funny information, aren't I? You should catch my last video. I taught everyone how to pass an exam. I didn't know all this shit. I've lived all kinds of crazy lives, bro. Just trying to live a new life. This guy trying to marry a guy that's already got a wife. What's wrong with me? I don't know. God made me this way. I don't know what he did with you, but just be you. He made you a whole mess. Be messy. Be messy, but just be loving in your messiness. Really? Yeah. What am I hearing? Joe Messy? Is that a person? Messy? Who's Messy? Is it a person?
Yeah, he's
a professional football player.
He's a football player?
No, like
soccer.
American football.
Soccer. Not American football.
Football.
Do you guys do that in the other countries too? Football. He plays the football, huh? Okay.
He's
he's
like
one of the
one of the two best people. The other one's
the top two.
Oh, he's
Messi
important?
better because he likes LGBT.
You like him better? We're having a family discussion about whatever the spirit is talking about. Well, anyways, the spirits are talking about him. Keep an eye on that guy. They're telling us his business. He came into my business. Maybe he's about to go through an awakening. Should we reach out and welcome him to the dark night of the soul? Maybe not. We'll give him a couple weeks and we'll make sure that he's actually going through it before we bring him into it. Really? I bet he is. Anyways, love yous. Laters. That's how it happens with all these fucking celebrities. Justin Bieber is doing better, isn't he, though? How you doing, Bieber Fever? He went through a real hard dark night of the soul. He's back. He loves Jesus, right? Right. He praises his wife. He's being a better man. I want to see you be a father, Jesus. Or Justin. That was a big thing. It's like, oh my God, you guys, Justin Bieber's a father. We have to teach him fathering skills. We have to get him back to our Father who art in heaven to teach him how to raise this kid. Who, Bieber or his little fever? I don't know. How's the little guy? It's about time for another one. That one needs a friend, you know. Single children come out kind of weird. Look at yourselves for an example. They need a friend. You guys don't have kids with or friends with kids. They need a play friend if you're not going to go play with friends with kids. Realistically, I mean, what are you going to do? Go hang out with the Kardashians? The kids are kind of weird. You know they're test tube babies, right? I am so mean. Don't bring me anywhere. I talk too much shit. Who brought the witch? You want to talk shit about the witch? Realistically, seriously. That's why I stay over here in my happy little kingdom. Kingdom come. Hey, love you. Laters. Bye-bye now.